Welcome to our Facebook live crafting session from Come Crafting with Jill and Jez. I'm Jill.
And I'm Jez.
And on the first Saturday of every month, we do a joint live crafting session over in our Facebook group, Come Crafting with Jill and Jez. If you'd like to watch along live next time, please come and join our group. There'll be a link below this video. I hope you enjoy watching.
Yeah.
Okay, right, okay. So I am going all Easter today and making a little Easter basket.
Oh, fabulous.
With little Easter eggs in. And using these retired, eggs are going to go everywhere. These retired dies, which I just love, and I just checked, and they are still available in the shop, and they're £20.40 instead of something ridiculous like £36 or something like they were originally.
Yeah.
And they're £20, which is, I think, is a bargain. There's loads of them. There's loads of dies, and they all coordinate. You don't have to have the stamp set. I haven't used them together ever. I've just used the stamps or the dies. So
I haven't even inked the stamp set.
Oh, I have used them a little bit, but not very much.
Them.
But if I was given a choice, I'd have the dies, because
definitely.
I think they're lovely, and they will be going in my forever stash. They won't be being sold. And they've just got loads of flowers and loads of leaves, and you can stack them all on top of each other. So like I've done some centers of my flowers there. Yeah, they're really nice. So I made a little Easter basket.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you how I made it.
I have to say, when Jill told me she was doing a 3D project, I used that brain exploding emoji. It's like, really?
I know. I said I'm not doing a card. I'm not doing a card. Okay, so these little eggs are from Sainsbury's. They come in a little net like this. They're called milk chocolate eggs by Sainsbury's. They're 80p for a bag that had all these in. And so I used the green and yellow ones in here because they coordinated. So I thought I'd do a pink and blue one.
Nice.
Today to use up the other eggs. So they coordinated.
So did you use a whole net in the basket?
No. I had
you eat some?
I did have 2 nets to start with, and I have eaten a few. So I filled this one up, and then I might have eaten a couple of the yellow ones.
I know you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they've done well. I've had them since Tuesday last week, so they've done well.
Oh, they have done well.
So, and especially since I've not had the greatest of weeks, so I could have been forgiven for resorting to a chocolate stash, but I resisted because I knew I needed them for today. Right, piece of cardstock which you are going to cut to 6 by 6. This is polished pink. And then you are going to score along both edges at 2 inches and 4 inches. I love, you know me, I don't do complicated, so this is a really simple little basket to make. So very quick. So, you could churn out lots of these. The only annoying thing is you can only get one out of a sheet of them. Well, I suppose you could cut the measurements down a little bit, and
if you did 5 7/8 by
yeah, you might get it out.
Well, no, that wouldn't work. 5 7/8 by 5 7/8 wouldn't work either.
You'd have to do some.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, it would. 5 7/8 by 5 7/8 would work.
Yeah. You could do one of the edges, one of the you could make it a bit shallower.
Yeah.
So it probably would work, but I'm just using this 6 by 6. I started off doing it with DSP, but it wasn't quite strong enough.
Yeah.
With all the eggs in it, had to eat. Would have had to eat a few more eggs.
That would have been awful.
Yeah, it would have been dreadful. Right, okay, so that's the beginnings of my basket. I'm then going to take a piece of DSP. This is retiring as well. I love this. These are family stacks of them, and I've looked at it, and it's my most used DSP. So I was only going to buy 1 pack of DSP, except it's in 6 packs because it's all the different colour families plus the 2 in colours. But this is definitely what I'd buy because I use it, and I think the lesson is, if I show you, where's my Brights pack? This is my Brights pack. Can you see how thin that is? That's all I've got left. Haven't got all the colours, and this will be the opposite way round for you, I'm sure.
Yeah.
These are my Regals and Subtles, which are almost, no, regals and neutrals, which are almost untouched. So I think my lesson for next year is probably don't buy the regals and neutrals, just subtle, the brights and subtles and the in colours.
Yeah.
Right,
I was just looking at mine. Yeah, we are fairly opposite.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to now cut 1 and 7/8. I'm going to cut 4 little squares. So 1 and 7/8, sorry. So it's just going to be slightly smaller than the squares on your box. Now, I didn't decorate these end bits, but you could as well if you wanted to. You could decorate those. You could make 6 squares, but I didn't. I just did these front ones and back ones. So that's up to you. If you wanted to do that, you could do them as well. Be the same size. They're all exactly the same. So I just need one more piece. And there. And that's all you need. So bring it back in, bring my Tombow, and you could make these with some pretty papers as well. I just wanted this to be quite neutral because the flowers are going on top. But I did think about doing it with the pansy petals papers. I thought that would be quite pretty to make. Just have to decide if I need to make any more of these to give. I've just got a couple of friends in mind that I'm going to give these to. So if I think of anybody else, I might make them.
But the daffodil paper that was in Celebration would probably be quite good. I always think of Daff's Easter. Yeah,
I never bought that. I didn't get that. So I got the rainbow one. Still got lots of the rainbow one left over. Actually on this one I used is it called Pattern Play or Pattern Party, the host one, the host pack, which is Granny Apple Green, because I didn't have any Granny Apple Green of this paper left in my pack because I'd used it all. I bet you've got lots of Granny Apple Green left.
Yeah, it's not my favourite colour.
No, it's one of my favourite colours.
It's one of my least favourite colours.
Right, okay. So stuck those on there, and then we're just going to snip up here and up here and up here. So I'm just snipping along the score line and up here. And then what's going to happen is, I thought I'd done it wrong then, is that piece is inside, and then these two meet, and you just fix them where their corners meet up there, like so. That's going to make the shape of your basket. So you need glue on this piece. Oh, just made this sponge damp and it's got water. This piece, but not right at the bottom, not a sort of little V shape at the bottom, and then just a little bit glue on this one where it's going to overlap, and then just fold these over and get them to meet in the middle. And I've actually got a couple of little clips here from a previous catalogue that will just about hold that together while that dries. Gives the glue a bit.
I've got them as well.
Yeah, glad I didn't get rid of them actually, because they're quite useful for holding things together when you want them to.
I think I got them from Crafty Caroline.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, she used to send you out gifts for things.
Like so. There we go. And again, let's have a clip that just about reaches to hold them together like that. So that's the basis of our basket. Then we need a handle. So you need a piece that's about 6 inches long again. So it's quite easy this. Let's do it this way first. I'm going to do it about 3/4 wide. So 3/4 of an inch. I'm using inches today. Have you noticed, Gail? Do 3D projects, I do inches. I don't know why. I've got no idea why.
Well, the scoreboard's in 1/8 of an inch.
Yeah, except I don't use a scoreboard. I'm using a trimmer. So
yeah, so you could have done it in centimetres. But
yeah. And I've just realised I haven't actually got a piece of this paper left that is that long. I wonder in my pack. Oh, here we go. Ah, here we go. I've got a bit. probably going to have to buy another pack of this in colour one because I've used most of it apart from the greens.
Buy the new packet.
Sorry. Oh yeah. That's what I mean. I will buy that.
Yeah.
Normally I wouldn't buy it, but right. So I did 3/4. So I'm just going to do this at 5/8. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah. It's 1/8 smaller. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just
3/4 is 6/8.
You don't have to do this again if you don't want to. You could, like I said, you could just use cardstock. Like I said, I tried it in DSP. It wasn't quite strong enough, so probably can't just use cardstock. But you could DSP.
I suppose you could double it over. If you doubled it over and glued it down, it would be a bit stronger.
You could just use card. You don't have to decorate it because you don't actually see much of this decoration. But I just quite liked it.
Finishes it off, doesn't it?
That you could see. So but you could do it without. It depends how quickly you want to churn these out, really, doesn't it? If I'm making loads of things, I want to churn them out quite quick. I'd love to be able to send my customers these, but they just cost a fortune to send.
Yeah, because it would be parcel post, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's just challenge finding things that can go by letter post, by large letter post each month. Loads of things I could send, but okay. So take the clip off because that's done its job now. Right, this is just going to butt up. I don't know if you can see that against the panel that comes up, so you can see where to put that. So you just want it centralized, and then you've got a little layer there that you can just butt that up against. So if I
just show you, so I made these the same thing, but I put my ribbons in. So that square panel there, Jill's got on the inside, and that's where she's butting it up to, on the inside to the top there. That's correct, isn't it?
I don't know. I can't see in my video on my Mac.
That is correct.
So I have no idea what's going on. Not that that's any different to normal. No idea. So Anthony, how are you doing? You've got COVID. I was reading online, which is a bit miserable. So many people who have avoided it all this way through have got it now. There. So just using the clips again to hold that in place while I do a little bit of other crafting and then come back to that. So they just hold that in place. So we need a happy Easter. So I've got a stamp here that is from a set that's not retiring, I'm happy to say. It's this one. So loads of grief. This is a really good set to have. It's got a happy birthday, happy Father's Day, loads, and I'm using happy Easter. I do like a sentiment that just says happy Easter or something like that.
Anthony says he can't taste the thing.
Oh, I know that feeling, and actually it takes ages to come back.
It does.
And my sense of smell keeps coming and going. It's really weird. I walk into my loo and think, oh, that reed diffuser smells nice, and then the next day I think, oh, it's not smelling anymore, and it's because my smell's gone again. It's really weird. It's
taken over a year for all of my smell to come back.
Really?
Yeah. There's some things I would have happily never smelt again, but sadly they have come back.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's miserable. It really is. And you know, it's interesting. My oldest daughter had it. She was so much iller than my mum, who's 90 and in a care home, had it really mildly. My daughter, who's 28 and should be fighting fit, had it really badly. She was so ill. She had to pack a week off work. Yeah, which is unheard of for her. Right. Okay. So I've stamped the happy Easter onto some with basic white. Still want to say whisper white. Yeah. I'm just going to punch it out with the double oval. Glad that's staying as well. And then just going to do the back piece with there we go, and then just glue that on there. Oh,
Ivy says that her mum's taste keeps vanishing, and that's after 2 years.
Oh gosh. Oh,
I say the long-term effects of it is
it's
awful.
Scary. It is scary. Right, okay, so that's my greeting. So hopefully now my strap is stuck on. Don't need those clips anymore. So this is going to go down here, like so.
When my son couldn't taste, he had a freezer that had full of sort of vegan food that he'd been trying out in lockdown, and didn't like the taste. So rather than not waste it, whilst he couldn't taste anything, he ate them. I thought it was very resourceful.
Yeah. Well, I do wonder whether that everybody's got the same variant, because you know, I think it's very odd how ill Jessie was, and her boyfriend as well, whereas other people and some people don't seem to be affected in the same way, you know, the same symptoms. Right, okay, so you'll be pleased to know I've die cut all of these flowers already, because it does take a bit of a while.
Yeah.
So I've got 2 of this shape flower in Coastal Cabana and 2 of the little dots in Bermuda Bay. I'm just going to stick them in the middle. Like so, and then I'm going to glue on most of this. There's just one tip of one petal that will be poking over the top, so you don't need glue on that. So just leave that little bit there.
As long as you remember which one. Yeah, I do things like that and forget.
In the corner there. And then this one, same thing. It's going over here. Like so. And then I've cut one white one out of this one and got a Bermuda Bay middle for that one. I'd quite like to make this in purples and sort of green, sort of really purple and green and yellow, you know, really lovely colours. But I couldn't get any eggs in purple. Wouldn't have coordinating eggs then. I suppose I could just have the green and yellow ones in the thing. But that always makes me think of Mother's Day and Easter, green and purple and lemon. There. I'll just put that one there. You could put more flowers on there if you wanted to.
Yeah, pretty.
Anything. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of decoration on the.
And you've got the pattern in the paper to help you space it out.
Oh, I didn't notice that actually. I was just thinking, I hope these are even. Duh. Just did it by eye. Just wing it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just think this is quite sweet. Although, when I've given people little Easter gifts like this before, they thank me for the eggs. They don't. I want to be thanked for the packaging.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to be. You know, the eggs are kind of incidental, but they don't. They thank you for the eggs. I think you don't get it.
No.
If you're not a Stampin' Up person, you don't get it.
I think I've given things to people before and they haven't realised I've made it. You don't want to sit there and go, made that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All bumptious. I made that. You know, but you need a friend to subtly say, she knows she made that.
Yeah. No. My kids get it. Maybe my kids will get one of these.
Anthony says, I would have taken the basket back really quick. There you go, have the eggs. I'll have the basket if you're not that interested.
Right, and there we are.
That's lovely.
Sweet little basket. Just need a bit of tissue paper, because you don't want to fill it with eggs, otherwise you'll never pick it up. So,
and you want to have some eggs yourself.
Just put a little bit of tissue paper in the bottom, and then fill it with eggs.
Gorgeous.
There we go. Oh, that's quite nice with the eggs in. I wasn't sure about that colour scheme, but that's quite sweet, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not quite as spring-like as this one.
No, but still lovely. And it coordinates the eggs. That's the important thing, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Well, when I looked at them, I was thinking, oh, Granny Apple Green, Bermuda Bay.
Yeah, I see the world in Stampin' Up colours.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
And you can have them to hold reels of ribbon.
Yeah.
As well.
Oh yeah.
That's my ribbon holders. I have a whole
right.
row of them.
Yeah, yeah. When you've eaten the eggs.
Yeah. Take the handles.
Well, I better eat those eggs pretty quickly then, hadn't I? I've got a feeling these are going to need filling up again before I give them away. They will have been eaten.
I'm sure.
So, I will turn my camera back.
Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my projects. Now you can pop over and watch Jez's project, and watch her half of the live video and see her amazing projects that she's making. Bye.
Bye.